Hey everyone, in this video, I'm going to be talking about MCP, Model Context Protocol. It's essentially a way of you giving your agents an extra bit of superpower by allowing them to connect to external tools and datasets outside of your model. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can install them, configure them, secure them, and manage them from within your workspace inside VS Code. MCP is an open standard protocol and is run and maintained by the Linux Foundation. Like I said, it's essentially the USB between your AI agents and extended functionality, and Visual Studio Code has got the full spec support. Now, MCP is actually built on three primary primitives. You've got tools, which are the actions that the AI can invoke to run a certain functionality. You've got resources, which gives it the context, and you have got prompts, which allows it to standardize and streamline the interactions with language models. So in a nutshell, you can do quite a lot of things and it all runs in harmony. So let me show you how you install this inside VS Code. So I've opened up an instance of VS Code and I'm just going to head over to the extensions tab. This is where you will install your MCP servers. In the search bar, I'll do @MCP, and here you can see the whole registry or the public registry of MCP servers available to you. I'm going to click on the Microsoft Learn MCP, and here you can see whether you install in a workspace or just install it to your user settings. So if I go to my folder tree, I can see a .vscode folder with an mcp.json file inside of it. And this is where you can see the Microsoft Docs MCP server has installed to. So this is the settings. So I'm going to open up Copilot, and for me to use this, I'm going to be in agent mode. I'm going to make sure I've got the correct model that allows tools to be called, and I'm going to go to my configure tool picker. And this is where I can select the tools that will be run with my requests. Making sure that it is enabled, I can then pop into the chat window. What are the Microsoft Python best practices? Now, this is going to go off to the Microsoft Docs, and it is going to fetch the data for me and give me an answer. So it's just going to ground it in the Microsoft own documentation. As you can see here, it has called the Microsoft Docs MCP. This is the input and the output that it has got from that call, and then it's going to pass it back to me in natural language. Here you can see it is just throwing back all the information around Python testing. Now let's look at configuration. There are two flavors. You've got both your workspace and your global settings. I'm currently in mcp.json, which is the workspace, but if I open command prompt, type in MCP and click on the open user configuration, I can go to the global settings. And in here, you can have more servers. As you can see here, I have actually got an authorization token for a MCP server that needs authorization. This is a secure way to store your credentials. And you can also configure all of the other servers as well across all of my workspaces in VS Code. I also have the option to add a server with an intuitive user prompt flow, and there is also IntelliSense, allowing me to start, stop, and get more information about each server from the file. Now let's go ahead and look at security and how we secure some of these MCP servers. I've gone ahead and installed the Playwright MCP server, and I want to show how I will run this in a sandbox. But first, let's open up a new chat and just see what it looks like with the default approvals. And I'm going to say navigate to bing.com using the VS Code integrated browser and the Playwright MCP server. I go ahead and make sure it is selected in my tool picker, and it should start asking me for some prompting. So it should ask me for some authorization. Can it run certain commands or can it run certain workflows? Well, this is absolutely brilliant because it is keeping me as a human in the loop. And it's saying this may be malicious, but I can use a sandbox. If I use sandbox enabled and then have that as true, hopefully what will happen is it will automatically approve a certain number of requests. Now, this is because it is running within a sandbox and therefore deemed isolated, away from the user's host, away from everything else that can affect it or it can affect. So as we see here, what it did previously was prompt me for an input. Now it's actually automatically going off and answering those inputs for itself, allowing me to go and open Bing inside my VS Code workspace. Now let's look at how we can really manage all of these MCP servers within VS Code. There is a couple of ways you can do this. You can use the gallery view with the extensions, where you can see all of them installed here. you have got your mcp.json file. Now, this can be either your workspace installed one or a user settings, which is more global. You have also got the command palette, which you can access programmatically. And if you want to see any of the output from any of your MCP servers, you can just click on more or through the command palette and click show output. This will show you all of the information that you need to know from all the requests, everything your MCP server is doing. Maybe you've got some debugging to do. This is where you would come to find out. And of course, on the top right corner of the chat window for GitHub Copilot, you have got the agent customizations modal, where you can see all of the MCP servers that you have installed, both through a workspace or through your user settings, whether they're started, stopped. You can even browse the marketplace and add a new MCP server right from in here. So there's a number of different ways you can manage your MCP server extensions in Visual Studio Code. And there we have it. That is how you can extend your AI agents with MCP servers inside Visual Studio Code. I've showed you how to install them, how to configure them, how to secure them, and manage them. Head down to the link in the description and it'll take you to the documentation. You can read up and find more information around MCP servers, the full spec support, and what you can do inside Visual Studio Code. Happy coding.